Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I am doing my makeup for the day. This is a simple look. It's my go-to look. So I use drugstore brands. I get this from Kmart. It's OXX brand. I use the foundation. Guys, the color match is amazing. And I use the primer first from the same company, from the same brand. I use the primer. I put the foundation on. I'm using that palette that you saw before as blush, and it works so well for me. I don't have lashes, so I always do a liner whenever I have my makeup on, and I follow that up with mascara, all from the same brand, you guys. I think all this was under 50 bucks, so you can't beat that. And then we blend. And then your girl's done. I am done. That's it. I do have a spray, a setting spray, but I'm not gonna use that. Might make this blend a little bit more. But yeah. That's it. I'm done. I am done with the makeup. Let me get the heck out of here, okay? Gonna wash my hands and then we'll be out. So the first thing in the morning, I open my blinds. Sorry, not blinds. I open my curtains. But these curtains, you guys, I absolutely love them. However, like you can see, it's a mission. A mission. Getting behind that second row to open the curtains. Feather-filled couches are good. However, you need to keep fluffing them up, and this is a job, you guys. It's a workout too because they're so heavy. That's the best thing. I sewed these covers on. They came with covers, but the cover was a different color before. I absolutely love them. So I've got these at the moment, the two covers for these couches. I'm yet to make. I need to sew them up. But until then, this is what we're working with. We're gonna have some that aren't, but I will put these on this side instead. I have a few things that I need to do today. First one being, I've just cleaned up my couch. I'm going to vacuum. The dining area needs a good wipe, needs a good clean. The floors are a hot mess. Don't get me started on the kitchen. So I need me a coffee first, okay? When I say the mess in the kitchen, this is what I'm talking about, okay? Look at the state of it. Look at the rubbish is overflowing. Boys made their breakfast, which is all right. I'm grateful for. I managed to sleep in. Over here, what's happening? Yeah, all this is happening. It's a hot mess. When I say a hot mess, I mean a hot mess, okay? So let's get into it. So I like to start off. Look, the kitchen on this day was just a nightmare, you guys. The stove was a nightmare. I was so lazy that week. We cooked and I never cleaned the cooking area. You guys, don't judge me, okay? But yeah, so I started with the couch first because it's a nice, easy task to tackle before I'm like gradually easing my way into the cleaning and just, trying to get myself prepared to deal with this kitchen. It's the worst it's ever been in a really long time. But, we're doing it, and that is all that matters. I need to revamp my little coffee station here. I love this area. I put little snacks in there. On this particular day, I've got some homemade bread and flatbread. I have my basil there, but that basil plant, you guys, that thing's like clinging on to life because I don't know if it's the spot it doesn't like, but I don't think it's thriving. I like to start off, but first, just clearing the space. There's my little pile of food scraps that needs to go to the compost bin. I absolutely love doing my clear up first, clear the space, organize the dishes first before actually going in and washing them. I have a particular order. I do my glasses and mugs first, then I do my bowls and the plastic stuff. So, I like to have everything in one place first. So I clear the area, then I get to doing the dishes. And the dishes, it wasn't an awful lot today, but you guys, it was just a lot of them, and the sink was a hot mess. So it is really satisfying watching this and doing this because, nothing beats a clean home. It just gives you a clean space, gives you a clean mindset. You clear, you can think, you can be free, and relax if you need to, knowing that, look, all the big stuff is done. My sister-in-law came to visit a few months back, my brother-in-law and his family, and my sister-in-law said to me, girl, by the I think it was like the third or fourth day, she was like, girl, you need a dishwasher, okay? Because every time, so it's like my family of 6 plus her family of 4, and every time, we would take turns. Either I do the dishes, or if she's cooking, I'll do the dishes. If I'm cooking, she'll do the dishes, and my daughter will do in between. But it was just so much. By the second day, she was over it. She was like, girl, you need it. But I don't mind it. And my daughter and I, we tag team. She'll do the dishes, I'll do the dishes. We tackle it together. Dinner we do together. I'll wash, she'll pack, or when she washes, my son will pack. So it's easier that way. But when it's one person doing it, it is kind of overwhelming. Yeah. So you guys, I love my entryway. It was actually by mistake. The entryway, this was temporary, you guys. I set this up with the gallery wall. And initially, the gallery wall was something I had wanted to put above, along my stairwell area. So then I thought, right after we did the extension, as you can see, that wall there has an addition to it. This used to be a larger walkway, and then we obviously enclosed it and added a door. Part of this here, we are yet to put some molding on there, but this was just bare because it still needs to be painted, but we're not going to do the painting until we do the molding and so on. So it was an eyesore. Every time I'd walk past it, no hallway table or anything, no decor. So I just said, nah, I'm going to take these frames that I initially wanted to put above the stairway. I think I will put them here for now. And I had made this hallway table. And I thought, okay, maybe we can have this. This was initially in the kids' living area upstairs. So I brought this console table down and styled it with some plants here and there. And it turned out really well. It's actually one of my favorite places of the home. I do want baskets though, to hold shoes. But yeah, cleaning it is a mission, as you can see. And this hallway rug as well is not the easiest to keep clean. Who asked me? Who asked me to get a light colored rug for the entranceway by the front door where all the household traffic passes? Who asked me? And is that a place where it doesn't matter how many times I tell my kids, take your shoes off outside and then walk in? No, they'll step in with their shoes and take them off right there. It is what it is. These lights, you guys, are a recent addition to the home. This was not initially my choice of lighting for the dining and the island area. However, when we were buying our curtains, hubby looked up and he goes, "Oh, the lighting here is not that bad. I kind of like these lights." And I looked at them, and the more I looked at them, they fit into the provincial style that I love. So we kept them and we went and bought them. I'm not a fan of the matchy, but it's growing on me. And thank God for a brother who's a tradie, brother-in-law who's a tradie. So when my brother-in-law came over with his family, we said, "Oh, hey, so we got some lights for you to install for us." And he did it for us, and that was very lovely of him. He's a licensed electrician, so it pays to have someone in the trades. And they complement the space really well. I want to get some sconces that are similar. I'm sure everyone has seen those. They're quite popular, but they give that farmhouse feel, provincial farmhouse look. That's what I'm going with, a modern take on the provincial look. So I think, they complement the space really well. So I wanted to put some lamps, something similar to that, like a sconce, on either side of the TV area. That coupled with some molding, I think would look fabulous. My son's like, Mom, look what I drew. And then look at this one. And then look at this one. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, that's nice. They're so proud of their creations. And I'm just a proud mommy to witness the development. Like, his drawings have just evolved and they're gorgeous. I mean, they definitely have a talent. It is most definitely a gift, We are artistic in our family, my husband's family too. So I think the kids have the best of both worlds. But yes, guys, where the twins sit when they have breakfast, it is always an extra. They always create extra mess for me. It's like, yeah, Mom, we'll give you something to do. But they're really good. They clean up after themselves occasionally. But we all know how that goes. When you have 4-year-olds going in there cleaning, it's not going to be the best job. But I am grateful that they do participate and they do want to start that habit of cleaning up after themselves. I know it will get better with time. And yeah. I'm just vacuuming the living room area. I love putting the dining chairs up. It makes so much easier for me to clean. You guys, my vacuum, I've been through so many vacuum cleaners, it's ridiculous. So it's no longer a want, you guys. At this stage, I need efficient vacuum cleaner suggestions, okay? Give me a suggestion on what is the best vacuum cleaner out there. I don't care. I just need something that will not break. Okay? Because these runs right here, they do my head in. I've gone through so many vacuum cleaners, it's ridiculous. Like, and it's so hard to find. It's like the new stuff, they're all just so good in the beginning and then they break. It's like, what is this? So let's come out to the chickens. Look at them. Aren't they adorable? I just closed the door. So we haven't painted this side of our house yet. We left it as the original color because we have the chicken coop there. The chickens, when we let them out, they make a bit of a mess. Hello, girls. Hello. Say hello to YouTube. There they are. First, I'll feed them. I won't keep them waiting for too long. So this is really handy, guys. I keep their feed in a pot right here. Keep their feed in here. Scoop it out. I just drop it in for them. Just on the top. I find that that's easier. We do have a feeder in there, but when it rains, it gets clogged up. So I find that it's easier to just tip it from the top. Hello, girls. There they are, munching away. So let's see if we've got some eggs this morning. There we go. So egg 1 and egg 2. Okay, close that up. They are enjoying. Wow. So, got 2 eggs. Just roll that over. That corner. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I'll get you some water too. While we're here, I'll chuck these in the compost bin. So there we are. I know I should probably chop them up, but guys, I get lazy. I get really, really lazy. So I just layer it on. And then later on, I'll come in and I will wet it I'll water it in when I come to water the plants. And they're my gorgeous plants over there. Grab our eggs. Open these guys up. And then, oh, I think there's 2 more eggs at the end there. I don't know if you guys can see, but there are 2 more eggs at the very end. There, the corner. There they are. You can see them right there. Some good girls. So I'm just making breakfast for the kids and myself. We are having porridge with bread and tea. So the kids, I'm like telling the kids, are you sure? Because usually what I love putting in my bread when I have it with this combo, I know it sounds like a lot, guys. We do eat a lot in this house. I don't know where it's all going to the kids. I know where it's going for me, but I don't know where it's going for the kids because they love this meal and they demolish. Like, I handed a sandwich for the big kids and they were like, just one. I've just collected an extra egg from the girls. So that's 4 eggs today, which is really awesome. But I wanted to quickly show you guys my cabbage. My cabbage has been doing really well. This is by far the best I've ever gone by planting the first thing. Like, I've never done cabbage before, and this is the best results I've had from planting something the first time. So far so good. These are the ones that survived, the seedlings that survived, because my chickens escaped and then ate all my cabbage seedlings, and this is what I had left. So I mean, I'm proud. They look good. But I do have bugs that are eating them. So I'm leaving the lettuce there to be the sacrificial the sacrificial plant. But guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you had this to motivate you during your cleaning. Stay tuned for more. I'm going to be doing more content like this. And yeah, this is it. This is the cleanest my home is gonna look, okay? With 4 children during the school holidays. So yes, thank you so much for tuning in again, and I will see you again on another episode. Ciao.